Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we delve into a dark chapter of history that often remains shrouded in silence: King Leopold's genocide in the Congo. In the late 19th century, the scramble for Africa was in full swing. European powers sought to carve up the continent, each vying for a piece of the lucrative pie. The Berlin Conference of 1885 became the stage for this geopolitical theater, where the fate of African territories was decided. Among the cunning players was King Leopold II of Belgium, a man driven by insatiable greed and a desire for personal wealth and power. Leopold seized the opportunity presented by the conference to declare the vast Congo as his own personal property. The Congo, a land of untold wealth and resources, became the canvas for Leopold's dark ambitions. His claim was draped in the guise of humanitarian efforts, as he promised to bring civilization and progress to the African continent. In reality, Leopold's intentions were far from noble. The establishment of the Congo Free State marked the beginning of a reign of terror, where the lives of millions were to be forever altered. Under the false pretense of benevolence, King Leopold set the stage for a brutal chapter in history. The Congo, once a vibrant and diverse land, would soon become a nightmare for its people. As King Leopold II tightened his grip on the Congo, his insatiable appetite for wealth led to the ruthless exploitation of its resources. The pristine landscapes that once defined the Congo would soon witness unspeakable horrors. The rubber and ivory trade became the lifeblood of Leopold's empire, and the Congolese people paid the ultimate price. Forced into grueling labor, they faced unimaginable atrocities, their lives becoming entwined with the very resources that would bring immense wealth to the heart of Europe. Under the facade of civilizing the Congo, King Leopold's regime unleashed a reign of terror. Failure to meet outrageous rubber production quotas resulted in brutal punishments, including mutilations and executions. The once thriving communities faced the harsh reality of a merciless ruler and an insatiable demand for profit. The impact of this exploitation extended beyond the immediate violence. Entire villages were decimated, families torn apart, and the social fabric of the Congo irreversibly altered. The very essence of humanity was stripped away in the pursuit of wealth. As the rubber trade thrived and the Congo bled, the death toll mounted, leaving behind a trail of unimaginable suffering. King Leopold's reign of terror plunged the heart of Africa into a humanitarian crisis of unprecedented proportions. Estimates suggest that millions lost their lives due to starvation, disease, and outright murder. Despite the mounting evidence of the atrocities, the world remained silent. Reports and eyewitness accounts began to surface, detailing the brutalities faced by the Congolese people, but the global outcry was muted. The international community's failure to act allowed this human tragedy to persist. The question arises, why did the world turn a blind eye to the suffering in the heart of Africa? Some argue that geopolitical interests, economic ties, and a colonial mindset played a role in the global silence. The consequences of this indifference continue to reverberate through history. As King Leopold II's brutal rule came to an end in 1909, the legacy of the Congo atrocities continued to cast a long and haunting shadow over the heart of Africa. After Leopold's death, control of the Congo was transferred to the Belgian government. However, the scars left by years of exploitation, violence, and death persisted. The Congolese people, now under new rule, faced the challenge of rebuilding their shattered lives and communities. Decades later, in the mid-20th century, the world began to take notice of the horrors that unfolded in the heart of Africa. The demand for justice and reparations gained momentum as global awareness increased. However, the question of accountability remained complex, and the road to justice proved to be an arduous one. Efforts to acknowledge and rectify the historical injustice faced numerous obstacles. Some argue that true justice has yet to be served for the victims of King Leopold's genocide. The struggle for reparations, acknowledgement, and reconciliation continues, highlighting the importance of confronting and learning from the darkest chapters of human history. The legacy of King Leopold's genocide in the Congo is a stark reminder that the echoes of historical atrocities reverberate through time. As we reflect on this dark chapter, it is essential to break the silence, share this information, and work towards a world where the mistakes of the past are not repeated. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the haunting history of King Leopold II genocide in the Congo. It is our responsibility to remember, to learn, and to strive for a world where justice prevails over silence. If you found this documentary informative, please share it, engage in discussions, and let us collectively ensure that the lessons from the past shape a more just and compassionate future. Until next time, thank you for watching.